Good morning, y'all. Good morning, and welcome back to Elisha's Crafty Hoplop. It is Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. And many of you have gone back to work, so I want to say happy end of the week, happy start of the weekend. We haven't had to say that in a while, but I know several of you have let me know you have been called back into work. And those in the New York area, my New York subscribers, I know you just started back. So I want to say happy Friday to you, because I know you're really going to need this weekend. Folks, being off for COVID is a huge adjustment for a lot of people. And for all the reasons we've talked about. But now going back to work has also been a huge adjustment, especially for folks in New York. So a couple of you let me know that you've just gone back to work and it's been tough. And I want to say, I think you're really brave. And I know you're taking precautions. I know that from your comments. So I hope this weekend you take extra time for yourself. You do a little self-care, if that's crafting or visiting with a friend outside, or maybe just going for a walk. Whatever it is that makes you happy and relaxed, I hope you do it. Because it's a big deal to go back to work. We learned yesterday that as of Monday, everything here is going to open, which means I can get my nails done. The doctor warned me she'd like me to go at the very start before people start going. And I have to follow certain precautions. There's still a risk. And then I have to seriously disinfect my hands. So I have to make a call into my nail salon today to tell them I need to be the first appointment of the day, and also see if they'll follow the procedures. If they won't, then I'll just have to live with awful nails. But I think they will. They're pretty good. And I think they understand how serious this is. And I need to mitigate my risks. But just the idea of being able to go is very exciting. It's also a little terrifying here, just because people are not being careful. So the idea that everything they've been waiting, they were allowed to open over a week ago and they chose not to. And I was proud of New York for doing that, because, it was trying to buy us some more time. But I guess the reality of rent payments, and y'all know here, rent is nuts. I told y'all, a studio apartment in my neighborhood is $2,800 a month. Now it's cheaper because of COVID. But that's what, at its height, that's what it was going for a crappy little apartment. And I tell y'all, my place here is considered not large, but it's not small. I mean, I've got 700 square feet. That's considered pretty big. And believe me, I do not have a big apartment. By your standards, my bedroom is probably the size of your closet. So rents here are high and people have to pay bills. So I understand the call back to work. I just want everyone to be super careful, and including myself and all of you living in New York, I want everyone to be cautious. I just want everyone to be cautious. Yesterday was a much longer day at the hospital than I anticipated. My doctors here are very sneaky. They know that I don't like to do back-to-back doctor's appointments. I have a thing about it, y'all. Some patients prefer to do several visits in a day and just get them over with so that their week is free. I don't, because I find it so exhausting, and sometimes I worry that the next day I'll also be energy depleted. So I try to spread mine out. But because of the COVID risk, they don't want to do that right now. And you can understand that, and so can I. Here in New York, they've been very, very good. I cannot tell you how many nurses have called me in the last week to ask me if I'm symptomatic, have I had any changes to my autoimmune, because they're worried about COVID. They flat out told me your exposure to COVID has been high in the last, 10 days. So we want to make sure you're okay. And that's really nice. It's also very out of character for New York. When I'm in Florida, my receptionist knows everything about me in my doctor's office. They would ask me when I had NUSH. They would ask me about NUSH. They'd ask about my husband and my mom. They're super friendly. Here in New York, they don't know a thing about me. And I've been going to them for 10 years. They don't know that I have a dog. They didn't know I had a service dog. I mean, they don't know anything because it's all business. Boom, 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 boom. But it's changing because of COVID. So, these phone calls, they're like, how are you feeling? How is everything? How's your husband's leg doing? And it kind of stuns me. I'm not used to them being so concerned and warm and friendly. But it's impressive, y'all. I don't know if it'll stick. I don't know if New York will go back to being the way it usually is. But it sure is a nice change. But yesterday, because I needed new tests for this injury, they booked everything in one day and didn't tell me. I knew I had one test for here, and I knew I had follow-up for the eye. But I have to tell you, I had more than 5 tests for this injury, and I had 2 specialist appointments, And then I had to go to get something else assessed and then to the pharmacy. So even though I'm feeling better, I'm looking better too. You can see that. Look how much better. I'm looking better. Even so, the scleritis is not gone. What did I tell y'all? When you don't take your immunosuppressants, there's a reason So Fancy Nancy went back on them. When you don't take your immunosuppressants and you live with a fairly aggressive autoimmune illness, it just has its own way. It's just that simple. So the poor eye specialist was like pulling out her hair yesterday because she's like, it should be gone. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm taking my medicine. She goes, no, I can see you are, because she can see that a lot of the vessels have cleared up, but there's a couple that are just refusing to get better, and that worries her. So they have upped my prednisone, which is very rare. And the reason that's rare is what I told you. There's a counterindication between scleroderma and prednisone, but she feels there's no choice. That, or they put me back on my immunosuppressants. And the problem there is that they can't do that while I'm in New York. So that is a much bigger conversation my entire medical team has to have. They're watching the numbers in Florida. They know there's a current spike in Florida, which concerns them. So they're wondering if that is wave 2. They're not sure. They're waiting to see. And then they're going to decide what to do with me, y'all. It may mean that they ship me off to Florida. I'm not sure. I'm in limbo land. The idea of packing up craft supplies, oh, that is not joyful. Right now, yes, there's a crafty mess because I haven't been allowed to clean up, but I have everything ready for fall crafting. I have everything ready I've ordered my supplies, a lot of them for Halloween. I've ordered stuff. The idea of having to pack up 10 game boxes and pick only the items that'll fit in there and ship those to Florida, not happy. But if it keeps me alive, and if they feel I need to go back on my immunosuppressants, I got to do what I got to do. So I got to sit in limbo land. Y'all, until they make a decision. Meanwhile, thanks to them being sneaky, I have today off. And I actually am grateful to them. I woke up this morning feeling a little less energetic than I normally do, but with enough energy to get things done. So I'm grateful, because it means they saved me from having to go back to the hospital today. And that means I get to craft. I get to do fun things like I'm going to try to go to the post office this afternoon with the kids. It means I'm going to do a little tidying. I've already done 3 videos of catching up on comments. I am on limits, y'all, because the eye is not better. So please forgive me. I'm going to be slow at catching up because they have put time limits on my reading time, my texting time, my video time. So today I chose to do the comments first because for those of you new to the channel, they matter a lot to me. That you guys take the time to comment matters. So you're my first priority. I read the comments and I comment first. Then I'm making this video. I will do emails today at noon. I don't know that I will get through all of them, and that's just because, again, they've got me on a time limit. So I'll get as many done as I can. I have to tell you, I don't think I can do the hinge video this weekend, and I apologize. We're waiting on a test result. If they get it back today and they're able to have a specialist read it, then we'll have a better idea if I'm allowed to or not. And the reason for that is they did a test yesterday that is very important. And if I do too much hunching, I could cause further damage to what they think this is. So they're asking me to just hold off on die cutting and hold off on doing the hinges and the bending until they get back this result. Now, we may get it back today. It just depends on how busy that bone specialist is. So if I do get it back, I'll do an update. And if not, I apologize. And I will think of a different tutorial to do for tomorrow or a different idea share. I just have to go with what's better for my health right now because I don't want this injury to get any worse. We did do a small test yesterday to see if it was possible to die cut in a healthier way. And if I could stand up with proper posture and die cut, there is a way to do it, y'all. But the truth is, the way I die cut, I hunch. And the doctor was like, yeah, not so comfortable with that. So I wish I could train myself. I tried this morning, but I just naturally hunch over. I like to see everything. And I don't use washi to set my dies down because some of my washi doesn't stick at all and other washi leaves marks on the paper. So yeah, sorry. I guess I'm just going to have to wait till I get back these results. In the meantime, though, I have lots of fun things. I have Happy Meal to share with you. I have my swap with Marilyn Sweetwater cards to share with you. I didn't want to share my portion with you, or rather her portion, until I knew that she'd received mine. And like me, Marilyn is immunocompromised. And every doctor has different rules for what you have to do. So she had to leave my package in the bin for several days, and now I know she can open it. So I am going to open hers, and I'm so excited because I haven't even peeked, y'all. I haven't even peeked. And look at this beauty. I have a feeling that Miss Susan Tootsie sent me some die cuts because I'm starting over fresh for Halloween. Those of you who've been with me since the start or a long time know I used up every single Halloween supply last year, which I thought was exciting because it meant I got to start over completely fresh. But everyone else was like, you don't have anything left, which is true, which is why I couldn't do the Meet Me with the Die Cut swap this month, which was disappointing because I love that swap. So I think Susan die cut me out some Halloween die cuts. Oh my goodness, look, I love this card she made. Look at it. Look at it. It's so summery, and it says hot, 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 and that's propped up, and she has glossy accented all the popsicles, y'all. And it looks so pretty. This is such beautiful, clean crafting. So, I mean, Susan can do any style of crafting, but I love when she makes a card like this. I just think it's really elegant and fun. But I'm pretty sure I guessed it because she knows I'm just ordering supplies now for Halloween. So she's like, what are you going to use in the meantime? Well, Dina very generously sent me, because she knew I was starting from scratch. So I don't know if y'all remember, but over Christmas, she sent me some Halloween supplies. But I just don't have a lot. Not enough to do a die cut swap. So I do have some from Dina, thanks to Dina. And then I did order some, but only a couple have come in. So I'm just going to have to wait. But look at this. Susan, it's her bat book. Oh, I loved it when she made this, y'all. And see how clever? Look, Susan thicked up one of the bat die cuts to make it a brad. She turned it into a brad herself. And you can do that just by thicking up your die cuts. And I love it. And then she used a black eyelet and put the die cut around it and glued it. And see how perfectly that worked as a brad? You don't have to buy specialty brads. You can make them just like Susan did. I think sometimes we think we have to own way more supplies than we do. If you've got a die cutter or a Cricut or a Silhouette, folks, you can make a lot of the things that we buy for convenience. The truth is you can just make them yourself. You don't need all these fancy supplies. Look at this beauty. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is I love her hinged book. It is a hinge. This is what I want to teach you how to make. It's a hinged book. And they're really handy. Once you learn how to make them, y'all, they're wonderful because you can make them in all different fashions and forms. And Susan has done a beautiful job. It's a beautiful construction. On this side is the Tim Holtz. Oh, I love this Tim Holtz collection. It's Collector of Curiosities. It's the Halloween chipboard. Beautiful paper. See, and it doesn't have to be super Halloween-y. This is very Halloween. But this could have been used for all different types of crafting, and it's so elegant. Is this the Anna Griffith pad? It's so pretty, Susan. But inside, look at all the deliciousnesses she has sent me. Oh, guys, look at this. She cracked it. I love this. Look at this clock. And she cracked the plastic. So it looks like really eerie in person. Oh my gosh, Susan, this is so smart of you. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. She knows I love handmade ephemera, so she knew I was going to go crazy over this. I'm going crazy over this. Susan can make anything. Okay, so Susan is a fellow lover of oddball weirdness. I know some of you don't like the oddballs. P. Whimsical Endeavors and I both love them. Heavenly Imagining says she loves them. Susan Tootsie Tucker loves them. And I don't have the mermaid, and she knows that, so she did it up. And you hate fussy cutting. So, oh, thank you for doing this. Susan doesn't like fussy cutting, so this was a lot of work for her. I love it. I didn't get this one for myself because I got the Vera Lane, and it was a really tough choice between them, but I love it, Susan. No wonder you got it. It's like creepy mermaid. I love it. So she's included, and look at these elegant little pockets, y'all. I just want to show you. I just dropped the big die cuts. Hold on. I'm not supposed to bend like this, but I will not allow them to be on the floor. I apologize, y'all. I do drop things every day. That's just, my hands. Okay, so take a look at this. Look at this beauty. Oh my gosh. In here we have spookiness. And all different pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. Well, there's a big difference between a pumpkin and a jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern's scary. Pumpkins are not scary, but jack-o'-lanterns are scary. So Susan has die cut up for me a whole bunch. There's like cute pumpkins, and she's even layered them up. So you see how thoughtful that was? When you thick these up for your friends, that's extra work, y'all. It's really extra work. I've never seen this. This looks Tim Holtz-like to me. Where did you get this creepin' die set from? Guys, look at it. I love these, Susan. Can you tell us what company? Is this Tim Holtz? Oh my gosh, these ghosts are amazing. Okay, and then just like those creepy like vampires are these creepy. Look at them. Oh my gosh, they're so fabulous. Oh, I gotta know who made these. Okay, the next page. Look at this, and she's layered them up for me. So it's like black and this really beautiful, thick mirror cardstock. I have a feeling that's Crafter's Companion or Tonic. In fact, I think it's Crafter's Companion because it's thicker than Tonic. It's really beautiful. Oh my gosh, so many bat ephemeras, and we have a Mr. Bones in the house. Mr. Bones, Mr. Bones. And Mr. Bones was riding on a sea crab. Did y'all see that? Susan bravely put Mr. Bones on top of a shell, and Mr. Bones was trekked across the boardwalk. It was so cool. I love Mr. Bones. Oh, Susan, thank you. Guys, she knows I love this cauldron. This is one of my favorite dies for Halloween. Dina always does amazing things with these. And even with the boil and trouble from Macbeth. So many beauties. Oh, this is so cute. I've wondered if it's really this cute, and it is this cute. Oh, I get to see this finally. I've been so curious about this silhouette die. See, when your friends send you, you get to see them, y'all. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, and the boogie nights and the witch's shoes. See, again, Susan was really sweet. She did this all for me. This is a lot of work, y'all, to thick up everything and build it up for your friends. Look at it. Boogie nights. I like to boogie. Oh, yes, this is exciting. And the shoe. Look at the shoe. These delicate ones are harder to cut out. Thanks to P and Susan, I know using wax paper makes it easier. But it's really tough. Oh, my gosh. She sent me a whole bunch, y'all. Oh, and Happy Halloween and Spooktacular. Do you know why she sent this Spooktacular? Last year, I did Crafty Michelle's Spooktacular Halloween collab. But this year, she's doing Christmas. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I love a Crafty Michelle collaboration. Look, Spooktacular! Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Oh, and the fireplace is nice. I didn't end up getting it, Susan, so this is so great. Oh, guys, and she shaded it. Look at this ephemera, y'all. I love handmade ephemera. But this was beautiful of Susan to do. Oh my goodness, it's all shaded. I'm really blessed, y'all. This is really something, this book. I am going to use everything, and Susan knows that. And then look at this. She die cut up for me a bunch of backgrounds for my mixed media. That's what I dropped. I didn't notice that they were in there. You can use these for card making, but y'all, I buy these dies for mixed media. I cut these up and use them to make things grungy, and Susan knows that. That was so nice of you. Oh, and you even put in this one. Thank you. And then just like a creepy, this is so pretty, but it's also creepy. So it's both. It's kind of like, oh, this one's really cool, Susan. Look at this one. I have not even seen this one. This is a very nice die, y'all. Wow. Sorry, I get all excited. You really can like grunge things up like Susan did with this. Like, this is genius. Cracking the plastic dome was such a smart idea. Take another look at that piece. It's a beautiful piece of ephemera. And look at all the toning and shading she did. Oh, Susan, thank you for the handmade ephemera. And thank you for all of the amazing die cuts. And I'm going to use all of them. All of them. I love them so very much. And what's interesting is that they're even different than the ones that I've ordered that have not come yet. So I feel really blessed to have these. And thank you for the beautiful book. I love this. Folks, this is why I want to teach you the hinges. Because once you know how to do it, you can make any size book. Mini, huge. You just have to learn how to do it. And it's not difficult. It really isn't. There are harder books to make. The hinges look intimidating, but actually they're not hard. So as soon as I can do that tutorial, I will. A big thank you to Susan Tootsie Tucker. It's Halloween crafting has officially begun, y'all. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's already Secret Santa swap starting. So I told you, I know it seems odd, just when we've just begun summer crafting, in comes Christmas and Halloween. That's just the way it works here on YouTube. All right, y'all. This is Susan Tootsie Tucker. This was amazing mail and really thoughtful because she knows I don't have a lot of supplies. Thank you, Susan. We hope you're having the best time in Florida. And thank you for taking us with you on your trip. It was so nice to see the water and the sand. It just made me smile. And to y'all, I'm wishing for you a happy and crafty day. I hope you're prepping your Halloween and Christmas supplies, y'all, because we're about to hit that season. And you want to make sure you have, that's why I'm excited to get organized this weekend, is we're about to hit a brand new season where we get a weird mix of beach crafts meets spooktacular craft meets, Christmas in the country. It's going to be a really fun summer. But you do need to prep for it because you got to get all your supplies ready. So I hope that's what you're doing too. All right, y'all. Take real good care, and I'll see you later on today with Marilyn's amazing swap. I bet you it's going to be beautiful. She's such a great card maker. All right, y'all. See you later, and happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday.